Yo, welcome to another Speaker Giga podcast. I'm your host, Steve-O Steve.
And I'm the other half of the Derby Boys, Tommy T. I'm in the building, man. What's good?
What's going on, man?
Man, I'm excited, super excited, man. We got a guest.
Yep.
A guest that I've been super excited about this one.
Oh, this ain't just no any guest. No.
Right. I've been so excited about this one since we first started talking about it. I don't know how I want to introduce him, man. I just do it like this. The CEO of Trademark TV, LLC. A lifestyle channel that focuses on embracing Black culture and the things that he's fond of. Mr. Money Marc. Everybody.
Oh, hey everybody. Hey, bruh. You know what got my damn attention?
What's
That
that?
boy said, "Hey everybody." I said, "Where the hell that clap come from?" This is show. I didn't know this was a religious podcast.
Nah, but that's too funny, man.
Man.
No, but yeah, man, I appreciate you being on the episode with us today, and we get right into
Appreciate
it,
y'all.
man.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Hey, no problem. So, but before we get into anything, Steve, what's been in your speakers this week, bro?
Man. Yo, all right, check it out. So my speaker's been pretty interesting. Man, I don't know what I was into, but I was like in this hustling mode. And two of my favorite rappers that always kind of get me like out of slumps that I like to listen to, man. Starlito and Don Trill. So man, I've been on that Step Brothers 2, Step Brothers 3. And then man, after that, man, I rolled over into that that Freddie Gibbs, bro. That Freddie Gibbs, bro.
Bruh.
Hey.
I just listened to it.
Hey, you talking about some look at here. I was on my way to pick up some J's and I'm out here in the country, right? So I got this long, nice little drive to this other little hibbits way out here in this place called Pulaski. Hey, look at here. Don't worry about it. Way out there.
Pulaski.
All right. So as I was on this nice ride listening to this Freddie Gibbs, man, I swear I done listened to this album about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slap it from beginning to end, man.
Oh yeah.
And I never thought I would want to hear a Freddie Gibbs and Tyler the Creator feature. Yo, Tyler snapped on that thing, bro.
Hey, Tyler snapping though, man.
I like Tyler.
Yeah, he's snapping, man.
So, man, after that Freddie Gibbs, man, I had to jump on that Big Crit since it was re-released. I was pretty surprised by this because they took a lot of songs off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed it up a little bit, but I'm okay with it. It's Crit. And then after that, man, that Joel Ortiz and that King Crooked. Hey, you talking about nothing but spitting. That's all that was.
Bro, I didn't get a chance to listen to it, man.
Oh, man, you got to get to that.
Yeah.
You got to get to that as soon as possible. So, man, other than that, man, I pretty much round out my week, man.
That's your week?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Hey, Mark, what you been listening to this week, man?
Oh man, I've been listening to FKJ, the saxophone player. Dexter Gordon, he's a trumpet player.
Yeah.
Let me see what else I've been listening to. See it from the internet. I've been listening to her.
Okay.
And I don't know, man. I just been listening to a lot of instrumentals, like jazz music. Cause when I'm thinking and shit, I ain't trying to hear another nigga talk.
Right.
Yeah.
It gets
So
like that, yeah.
Yeah, I listened to the Freddie Gibbs yesterday. I think it's my cousin Dexter put me on Freddie Gibbs 2 or 3 weeks ago. He sent me 24 Karat Jesus.
Yeah.
And and he put me on Colors as well. And I just like the way, dude is an authentic rapper. You feel me? So his breathing and everything, he can actually fucking rap. But he picks timeless beats, sort of like Rick Ross, but they don't have a drum pattern or a tempo like Rick Ross's. So he's gonna forever be a outstanding rapper. But yesterday I listened to Freddie Gibbs twice. I like Scotty Beams or something like that. And
yeah, that's it. That's the one with I think Ross is on that one.
Ross, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I ain't been listening to nothing. I listened to that new Lil Baby and Gucci Mane's single yesterday too.
How'd you feel about that one?
That's push a woman out the car, Gucci Mane, right there.
Yeah.
I said, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? After I heard that, it all makes sense because it was a report that came out about Gucci, kind of going back to that old Gucci talking about I'm the one that shot your homeboy. Yeah, I was like, oh, so it all makes sense now. But yeah, I heard that as well, man. That thing is slapping,
man. Yeah, I heard that one, man. I ain't really give it a good listen though, man. It's kind of like I like the Lil Baby, and then of course I like Gucci, so I was like, let me play it, but I ain't really give it a good in the car listen or whatnot. So,
what you got to, man? Gucci Man said, y'all rappers going broke, but you blame the coronavirus. I said.
Damn. There it is.
That's a fact right now.
That is a fact right now.
Folks ain't getting shows.
It's rough out here, man. Man, honestly, like I started the week off with like 90s R&B for some unknown reason. I was just going through YouTube and just pushing whatever plays, and then Big Crit Funeral. Lil Wayne released Funeral, the deluxe version. So I listened to a few of those tracks. Of course, I listened to Freddie Gibbs. What else was it? Trapper Man Dale.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how I got to him, but I remember I saw Mark. I saw you post something about it, and then I was on Tidal and I was just looking for new music because they challenged me to listen to a new person every week. So I listened to him. I was like, dude, he's tough. Is he from Nashville?
Nashville.
Yeah.
He reminds me of All Star. Starlito. But it's straight. Trapper Man Dale, Flight Risk.
Dude, snapping. You gotta go back. You gotta listen to him and Starlito mixtape together.
Yeah. Oh, they got one together?
I was just about to say.
I'm gonna check that out.
Man, look at you. You 2 for 2, man.
2 for 2, man. Hey,
new stuff.
Y'all told me, hey, man. Every week listen to somebody new. I got you. I'm going to listen to somebody new every week until new people stop coming out. Then I'm going to just change up. But yeah, man, that's pretty much, man. Like once Crit came out with the new release, man, I was pretty much done with listening to any other music. So,
you know, one thing, like, you know, Crit used to be like one of my favorite rappers till he got out of that Def Jam deal, right?
Yeah.
Then it's like you go to his concerts and he can't perform none of that old stuff. So he can't perform everything.
Yeah.
No, so his concerts be like, he pissed me off that last concert I went to. Not saying remember him and Saha had a concert not too long ago?
Yeah. Yeah. They did it here in Nashville. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And he ended the damn show in the choir room and performed Keep the Devil Up Off Me. Like, I was trying to hear, what you mean you ain't nasty?
Yeah.
I was trying to hear was, he ain't afraid of lions, tigers, and bears, but he's scared to be in love with you. I was some stuff like that old Crit stuff.
Yeah. That's a good point.
That is a good point. I never thought about that.
Because I was just bumping out to the new album, and now that you say that, I was like, shoot.
So would he'll have to buy his music back from them, or how would that work?
I don't know, man. I don't know, because I need the Wood Necklace Big Crit to come back out.
Right.
Right. I think it really depends on what the structure of his deal was. Yeah. And that's the whole thing with like owning your masters, because they probably more than likely own his masters. And I probably have to research that. So I'm gonna say allegedly they own his masters.
Yeah.
So sometimes, you know, if you leaving and it's on, I don't know, depending on the terms of how you left out, they may try to cease and desist you and make it where you can't perform that old music because they own it. And then also on his play, it may be him not performing it so that he doesn't give them more money. So it really depends.
Yeah, so I need that old stuff, but
man, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's interesting. I never thought about that.
He did bring Jill Scott out in Nashville, didn't
he? Yes. And like I think everybody's kind of waiting on it because Jill lives here.
Yeah.
I think she's in Franklin, Tennessee somewhere. But everybody was kind of waiting, like, is he gonna bring out Jill? And then, man, she came out and the place went like crazy.
I already know it.
Yeah. I got it on tape somewhere. Well, not tape. I'm talking about fucking tape.
Look at you.
I got it on
tape.
I got on video somewhere.
What a VCR at?
Yeah, damn
VCR ready.
But yeah,
I love Jill Scott though, man.
Man, amazing.
Well, she on that Roots You Got Me Live.
Mm-hmm.
She spelled her name. I ain't never heard nobody spell their name so that damn good. And the way she sing about fucking breakfast, shit.
Bro, bro, she probably like one of the best singers of my time that I'm like truly in love with, man. Like, I love some Jill Scott, bro.
I'm gonna tell you who the best singer. I know this kind of off the ripter, but
no, go for it, man.
See it from the internet when the way her little gay butt be singing about them women. She sing about women like Babyface used to sing about women, bruh. She like the female Babyface, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she's so melodic.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to. You said she. What did she come out with?
Well, I was listening to the Free Nationals album.
Got you.
And she's on that, and she has a couple of songs with Daniel Caesar. I listened to, and I just listened to the internet in general. So.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm gonna pull that up. I'm listening to that later.
Check her out.
Yeah.
So, what news have you heard about this week, man?
All right, man. Yo, it's been some news this week.
Bruh, like, I've been dreading this part this whole week, man.
It's been some funny news and it's been some horrible news.
Yeah.
Man, I'm starting with the funny news. So,
please.
Okay, DMX. So DMX, if people, if you don't know, DMX pretty much called Lloyd Banks trash as far as his rapping skills. Now, this week, he came out pretty much saying, hey, I apologize to Lloyd Banks. I thought he was Tony Yayo. He couldn't remember who was who. So now we got Tony Yayo saying pretty much not feeling what DMX was saying. The man pretty much referred to him as a crackhead. I don't know where this is going to go, but it's not going to end well for Tony Yayo. That's all I know. Banks going to be fine. So. But Yayo, I don't know. So, yeah, that was pretty hilarious during my week. As far as the news. After that, anybody, so there's this whole situation with Doja Cat. And I've been trying to look into it, but I'm a little confused on it. But they were saying something about her with the racist rant videos or whatever. First thing I thought, I was like, ain't she black? And then I went and immediately look up, what the deal was with her. And I mean, her father's like, I think her father is South African and her mother's Jewish. So, but yeah, there's a video and like a lot of people right now are like canceling on Doja Cat. So now tell me, I know you're a big fan of her.
Yeah, man.
I saw you shaking your head.
Yeah.
So I don't know too much about this. I read through it and she has apologized for anything that is offending her, but yeah, man, Doja Cat look like she's in a tough spot right now, man.
Bruh, from my understanding about that, Doja Cat, like made a video like some years ago saying something, like agreeing with somebody that said something racist or something like that. I don't really know, man. She thicker than a Snicker, though. That's all I got to tell you. That's it, man.
Hey, she thick as hell in that Moo video, ain't she?
The what is it? Say
Doja,
so.
Yeah, Doja juice. I drink some Doja juice.
Man, like she like I like her, man. Her music is good though. Her music is solid, man. But with that whole little situation, I honestly don't know. I can't really find any information about it, man. So
yeah, I've been.
But she definitely apologized for it.
Yeah, she definitely did. So we're gonna see what
is
that
that
go
enough?
From here.
You think that's enough?
You talking to me or Mark?
Both of y'all, either one.
Me, honestly, I don't know. I don't know yet.
We stay in a time where everybody's sensitive, so you can't even say, "Hey, I'm about to take a bath." So it's gonna be somebody like, "You using water?" So I don't know.
Yeah, it's
like, you using soap. You know what I'm saying? So everything. I'm not saying she's wrong or she's right, but we stay in a sensitive time that everything. People feel oppressed by everything you do. So.
Yeah, absolutely. absolutely. Especially when you are a public figure
Right.
that's starting to heat up. They're looking for you to do something wrong.
Yeah.
So they're digging in the crate just to find something.
Yeah, they
you know what I'm saying?
did that.
So it's an interesting time right now.
Yeah.
Lastly, on my news list, I'm gonna let you cover all the bad stuff. So, lastly on the news list for me is Cash Money Records, man. So the report is saying that they paid the June rent for a lot of New Orleans residents right now. So, man, shout outs to them helping these people out. I don't know that how many people, but man, it says that they covered a lot of people's rent for the month of June. So, shout out to them, man. Shout out to them.
Yeah,
Did they pay it with the money they owe Lil Wayne?
That's
Probably.
a good question.
Probably that could have happened.
I don't know. I don't know what Baby getting money from, but
yeah, like who's on their record label?
It's folks there.
Lil Wayne's still on their record label, ain't he?
I guess technically. No, is he out of deal?
Yeah, Drake and Nicki Minaj still Cash Money, right?
I think Scorpion was Drake's last album over there. As far as Nicki, I'm not totally sure since she like retired. I guess. Yeah. So
For a little twist over there.
Yeah, Lil Twist maybe still
Is he
there.
still making music?
He dropped the song this morning, I think.
Really?
He was on. Dang, what? He was on somebody's album and he actually snapped on it.
What happened to Lil Chucky, man?
Oh, ain't he in jail or something?
Is he?
One of them is in jail. Damn. I don't know which. I think it's Lil Chucky, but I'm not sure. Allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, they got Jacquees.
Who? Cash Money. The king of R&B.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So
man,
yeah.
That's crazy, man.
That's enough for me, man. What you got,
man? R.I.P. George Floyd. Bruh, that's like honestly, that's the only news that I have. Like, this is ridiculous, man. Like I was looking at what happened at the video and all the things that are happening around, this incident and whatnot, and it's like, bruh, it's tiresome. As a black man, I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? And so, what's going on with the protest and everything, I understand it. I don't agree with everything, but I understand why it's a necessity to happen. So I just pray that everybody stays safe and nobody like gets hurt. I know it's been like reported somewhere that one person was killed last night in Detroit, but that was from like a drive-by shooting or something like that was down there. But it's just it's sad. Like what happened to George Floyd and the police just standing around looking like, hey, for 9 minutes, this man was choked to death, basically. And like the police, the other policemen were just looking at him like nothing's going on. That shit is it's infuriating. Like to the max, man. And I feel like anybody with any type of platform should say something. Anybody with any type of platform should stand up for just what's right. Period. You know? But that's all the news I got, man.
Gotcha.
Like,
nothing wrong with that.
It's just frustrating, man. But anyway, we get right into this podcast, man. Today we're talking about like mixtapes. A few weeks ago, Mark, you posted a post saying, let me see, can I find that post real quick? I thought I had
X. Type in XNXX.
Hey, the funny part, I was about to do that, man.
I think I got it pulled up.
You got it?
Hold on.
Read it for me real quick. Damn, I thought I had it, man.
Give me 1 second. So, all right. Nope, that's not it. Sorry about that. Give me 1 second. So,
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Oh, go for it.
All right, Mark. So a few weeks ago, on May 2nd, you posted people labeled Jeezy's Trap or Die as the best mixtape of all time, and I agree. But Drake's So Far Gone is a close second. I just want to get right into it, man. What inspired you to write that post?
Man, real talk. I just like mixtapes, and I haven't heard that mixtape actually in a while, and I was just thinking about like, what's a hard mixtape? And some kind of way, I was listening to YouTube right while I was writing some of my ideas down, and Drake's Successful came on, and with the video came on, which is like a remix compared to the album version, or the mixtape version had like Trey songs and some. Well, neither there. But that was I'm just saying, neither here nor there. It was the bald face, rape face Drake rapping. And I was like, but no, the weird looking Drake. And I was like, damn, this album's so fucking hard. I was like, but is it harder than Trap or Die? So I had posed a question to Facebook. That's what made me come up with it. Like, the Successful video came on, and I was like, man, this mixtape was actually hard because Lil Wayne, the features on it were actually like great. Then it was
crazy. The features on that was crazy.
Then it's like the first time we actually heard a rapper go from singing to rapping to singing to rapping, like, and it actually sounded good.
Yeah.
So, besides, you know what I'm saying, like Nelly could do a little all in my head, but that's, you know what I'm saying. But it was a perfect mixtape, and I feel like Trap or Die was just. It's some stuff that take me over that makes it a few steps over.
Yeah.
You know what was crazy? Is I almost jumped on there and commented on it, and then I had to stop myself, and I was like, yo, this might be a dope podcast topic. Yeah. So after that I was like, man, let me get the time and show him this. And then I asked him, he was like, I think so. Yeah, I think it wasn't too much longer we had talked about.
Like a few weeks ago, we was talking about, we did an artist spotlight and the album review for Jeezy, and we brought that mixtape up.
So then after that, I was just like, all right, this might be super cool. So then we went for it. So now here we are. So
now here we are.
Thank you for that.
Right. But okay, so Trap or Die is number one. Drake is number two. But for me, Drake's So Far Gone, and it's biased because Trap or Die, the mixtape, was great and all, but the album is what is my reference point for that. You know what I'm saying? But for Drake's So Far Gone, like that's like if I had to choose, that probably would be my number one. Just because, like you said, the features that's on there, his way to wave throughout the music of singing and rapping. Like, I like Drake better as a rapper, period. I think that's probably some of Drake's best work. Because compared to this and then his first album, I was like, I'll take this one all day. So Far Gone. And then it's timeless. Just like the Jeezy mixtape, just like Lil Wayne, mixtapes. Like, I was trying to figure out which one I think is the best mixtape. And this So Far Gone and then No Ceilings. I mean, I really can't choose between the two, man. But my question to you, Mark, is, in your opinion, what makes a mixtape different from an album?
So this can go two different ways. So I'm going to take it back to Trap or Die days, right?
Bet.
Like 2003, 2004, all mixtapes were better than albums because, let's just be real, the albums, you had a boardroom of people picking the songs out for you. So with the mixtapes, you didn't have to worry about like sampling clearances. You didn't have to worry about paying, features. You could put out, basically, it was your own creative process. So it was like, man, like I don't know. It's just like mixtapes, you could be yourself with the mix. Like, you could do that now with albums. Some people, quote unquote, like independent people, you could be yourself. But it's like, that was the realest form of yourself.
Yeah.
mixtapes back in the day. So it's like, yeah. Like
absolutely. And I agree because at that point with mixtapes, and most time they were free. And there was a lot less control. So they were going in there doing anything that you want. You brought up Lil Wayne, and Lil Wayne is the perfect definition of it. Because he went in there and jumped on every single beat he wanted to.
Everything.
And didn't care.
Yeah.
And the great thing about mixtapes was, you know, none of that, like if you throw that on the album trying to make some money, somebody going to sue you with the quickness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the mixtape was free and nobody's really making money. It was all about fun. I mean, you made money off shows. But then
can you do
all free.
I'm sorry, Steve, but No Ceilings was on not No Ceilings, but Swag Surfing was on No Ceilings, right? In concert, can he do that his verse or is that like illegal for him to do?
He can do it until they tell him to cease and desist.
Oh, okay.
For example, Jacquees, when he did the LMA remix and he started to do the shows and make money off of it.
Yeah.
And then he just stopped. And that was because DJ Mustard put out a cease and desist to stop doing it. So then at that point, he couldn't do it at the shows anymore. So he found a clever way around it, which he would just play the beat and let the crowd sing. But yeah, at a particular point, if somebody wants to stop you from it, then yeah, at the point you start making money is when it get dicey. It get real dicey, and people want to stop you from it because you know it takes away from the shine. Another example, Keisha Cole and what's his name?
OT Genesis.
OT Genesis. That's another example. He made the whole the whole Cuz remix with the Keisha Cole record.
Yeah.
And then if you notice, he made a video on everything, and then it had to stop because they put out a cease and desist. So yeah. So it just really depends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I always wondered that, man. Yeah, man. So the mixtapes, I always liked the mixtapes, you know, just because of that reason, Mark. You know, it was an added freedom that they put on there versus the album. And I think that's the biggest thing with Drake's album. It was to me, it was watered down. Like he did more singing than anything else on that first album. But then you got So Far Gone with this dude just ripping everything. And I'm like, goodness, man. That technically could have been an album instead of being a mixtape. So, no, I'm with you on that one. What are your top 5 mixtapes of all time? And what was a close one? Like I guess 6 and 7. So your top 7 mixtapes. What you got?
All right. Man, I got about 12.
Go for it, man.
Go for it.
All right,
Go for it, man.
And no particular order, though.
All right.
I think, okay, we got Crenshaw. That's your Hustle mixtape.
Steve, that's...
we already done discussed So Far Gone and Trap or Die.
Right.
I feel like it's something I left out about Trap or Die before I divulge into the rest of them.
Yeah.
Like the reason that I feel Trap or Die is 100% better or 2 to 5 steps over So Far Gone. First of all, the first 2 songs, when it come on, he's talking about Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Young Jeezy.
Yep.
Come on, bruh.
Real, yeah.
You have to be biased just because of that.
I got you.
Then I went to school with Starlito. He was all-star then. He was on Grey Goose. So it's like, bruh, it's like, okay, you talking about Chattanooga and I know this dude.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. But
I see you.
I just, sorry about the little. But then we got Friday Night Lights by J. Cole.
Yep. That's a solid one.
High Fly with Currency and Wiz.
Okay.
This gonna be crazy. Still Going In Reloaded by Lil Rich Homie Quan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right.
When I moved to Atlanta in 2012, that's all they were playing.
Yeah.
We got Gift of Gab by Rocco.
Yep. That was
I was waiting for them to put some Rocco in.
Yeah.
What happened to Rocco, man?
I don't know. Oh man, remember him and Future fell out. Future was writing his raps, and you know.
That makes sense.
We got Acid Rap, Chance the Rapper. Like one of those, like I feel like that song, the reason I put that album up there, that mixtape up there, is because he has a song on there. Like if you had to do a grading scale on how to make a song, he has a song on there that's A+, which is Cocoa Butter Kisses. So it's like, that's like if somebody say, what does the perfect song sound like, I would give them that. Yeah. So then we got, man, all the old Crit stuff, all the old Nipsey stuff, and my last but not least is Me and Mr. Jones is a mashup mixtape of Amy Winehouse and Nas.
Oh, I ain't never heard that one.
Yeah.
Man, but Amy Winehouse was a gem, boy.
Bro, download, if y'all listening to this, or when y'all listen to this, Me and Mr. Jones, Amy Winehouse and Nas. So it has his old beats on there. It has her old beats on there, and she sings all the hooks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like her old, I mean, you just got, man, that's, man, I don't even trying to tell the end, man. Bye, bro. Bye. I think I got that junk off Live Mixtapes or something back in the day.
Wow. That's way back in the day, man.
Yeah. It's a cool cover too, if you look at it.
Yeah.
If you Google it, like that's a cool album cover, bro. Like
I'm pulling up right now, actually, and I just found it. I'm gonna listen to it. So with that, are there any mixtapes that are close to being in there, but just didn't make the cut?
We got this is like an underground mixtape. I think somebody created themselves. It's like Lauryn Hill, Reciprocity. It's it's like a song full of like unmixed songs. It's an album full of unmixed songs. She got a song on there. I don't forget the name of it, but man, I don't know. It's like I love hearing her rap. She can rap better than 99% of men.
Yeah.
Hearing her sing. She's the female Drake.
Yeah.
But Drake,
if you think about it.
Yeah, Drake is the male Lauryn Hill
version. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's crazy because the story behind that was that they wouldn't let her be a rapper. They wanted her to be a singer.
A singer, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think Drake noticed that with a song he put out last summer. What's that song with her? Care for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So it's like, he actually noticed that. A mixtape, cause I like. Oh man, it's this dude. He's from Mississippi, man. His name Coke Boomaye.
Coke Boomaye.
It's COKE BUMAYE.
Gotcha.
Oh my God. When you talking about punchlines, man, that man, like he be saying some crazy stuff, but he's a great storyteller, great punchline person. He's like, life is all about principles, like lean on me.
Gotcha.
I got
I'm listening.
I'm gonna check that out, man. I love it when people give me new music to listen to. So then I got a direction to go.
So other than that, like everything else is like, it's hard for me to, I don't know. It's hard for me to exhale different mixtapes when I just know it's a plethora of them. So it's but those are like two hidden gems. Well, three: Mrs. Jones, Reciprocity with Lauryn Hill, and Coke Boomaye, man, dude, cold, man.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I'm definitely I'm going for that. Especially in the Amy Winehouse and Nas, because I didn't know nothing about it.
Nah,
so you're gonna be shocked about this. I swear, you're gonna be shocked about this Coke Boomaye dude. Like he gives me those old Big Crit vibes. Like when Big Crit came out with the Boaster Bragg. Usually that was like one of the first songs. He said, "Women are like packages shipped. They come in damaged, and most niggas sign as soon as they get hold of panties." I said, "Oh my God."
Oh dear.
Hey.
Yeah, I might check that one out, man.
That's going to the stash real quick.
Yeah, it's called Boaster Bragg Remix, Big Crit, man. So yeah.
I got you.
Gotcha. So, we've talked about Trap or Die and like the success that it had. Cause I mean, we were there, like to see this do what it did. Like I remember in Chattanooga, and I'm trying to remember if I can remember who was all there. but it was so many people in the whole note that night that
the whole note.
And I don't know if Mark, did you get a chance to see Jeezy in Chattanooga?
No, I was in college.
Gotcha.
So I was up there at TSU, so no.
Gotcha. I'm trying to, man, it was this one night and man, I used to be back and forth from college, go home all the time on the weekend. But you know, MT was a suitcase campus as they call it. Everybody was going on the weekends.
Oh yeah.
So there was this one night in the whole note and Jeezy came, right? And I mean to tell you, when he came out and he did like he could do that whole mixtape, but when he did that whole mixtape, when I tell you the club knew every single word, like it was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
Bro,
like
I only seen three people do that in Chattanooga, man. 3.
Who was that?
Rich Homie Quan,
yeah,
Future,
yeah, and
Mr. Lucci. Man, Mr. Lucci came to First Friday one night at the Phoenix over there out by Bunny Oaks, over there by Highway 58, I think.
Yeah,
man, Mr. Lucci tore that bitch down.
Man, I wonder where he's at right now.
I don't know.
I don't know. I listened to Diabolical yesterday, though.
Did you?
Yeah. I still listen to Mr. Lucci and Mr. Pookie from time to time. But going off of that and the success that we saw with that mixtape, do you think that any mixtape can like replica that success?
Well, you gotta realize, yes, the reason I say that, but as an adult, for me, no, because I don't feel like I will be taking lessons from another grown man at this point. So like we took dressing lessons from Jeezy because of that. Like I'm not finna dress like, you know what I'm saying? We were in tall tees,
man.
Niggas, you know what I'm saying? We skinny niggas wearing size 48 pants when you know you were 34.
Yes, it makes sense.
Air Force Ones. Are you wearing a fucking size 9 fitted cap, knowing your head a 7 and a half? It's like Jeezy had us doing shit. Like Jeezy had us doing shit that I feel like, yes, to some of these, to the kids, to this generation, like they have a Jeezy. I don't know who the hell that is, but they're mocking and mimicking everything they're doing. So yes, I feel like there's another mixtape out that has the same influence or the same, I guess, mass appeal as Jeezy's Trap or Die. I'm just too old to notice what it is because I'm not mimicking what I'm seeing or hearing.
Yeah.
Man, that's a good point.
That is a good point.
That's a real good point.
Dressing food.
You know what's crazy? And I'm gonna bring it up. If you think like, all right, if y'all know Money Marc, y'all know that he's tall. And if you know me, Steve, then you know that I'm short. Like if I stand beside him, man, I'm pretty short. And I probably wore the same fucking size tee as he did around that same time. Mm-hmm. Like the shit was down to my knees. It was ridiculous.
Bro, my shit covered my knees, man.
But I was having so much fun.
Jeezy made us make dumb decisions. Like, and I'm not saying we did, Jeezy told us to do dumb stuff, but we were in the era that a nigga would rather have a box Chevy than a brand new Honda Accord. You feel me? Because you wanted to have the dope boy look. You wanted to have the Crown Vic. I think you had got a Crown Vic or something, right, Steve?
Yeah, I had a Crown Vic.
A Grand Marquis. Like you wanted the Bubble Caprice. You wanted to have the 96 Impala just to look like a dope boy because of Jeezy's influence.
Yeah.
Drake didn't make you do shit, Tommy.
Nah. He just told me I wanted to be successful. I was like, me too, man.
But the stuff I'm saying should sway your opinion, right? Or has it swayed it?
Definitely. Nah, Drake, Jeezy, man. Yeah, Jeezy came with something different, boy. And that was the thing then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the style, the look, the cool thing, the it thing then, man. Like now, like you said, I have no clue what it is now. I try to, I like what I like, and
man, it's skinny jeans and big ugly ass shoes, man.
Man, bro, I was at the gas station last night. I seen a dude with them 2 Chainz shoes on. Man, that motherfucking heel looked like a damn Subway sandwich. That thing was so fat, man. For real, like, I'm like, bro, and in my head, I'm like, bro, somebody finna give you some pussy right now? Like, what the fuck? Then this ain't even the craziest part about it. You know them shoes cost like $2,000, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my mama, this man got 2 cigarillos and 5 on pump 2. No lie. I'm like, bro, what the hell you doing there?
You better go give your shoe to him, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fill your tank up, man.
And he even had no tag on the back of his car, so he might be in jail right now.
Yeah, that's possible.
That is possible, man.
The only and like going off that point, one thing I will say is Jeezy taught us how. Now, for some people, they took it the wrong way. I'll be honest. He taught us that the trap ain't just the dope house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like he taught you how to hustle. Like you either gonna get some money or you ain't. For some people, they went the other way and just went straight to drug dealing. Where some of us was like, shit, we can make money so many different ways. So man, that's one thing about trap that I really love in the way that it changed like everything. But yeah, man, that was some good ass times though.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, that was some
tall
good ass
tees,
times.
man. I forgot about them fucking tall tees, man.
Then one more thing to add about Jeezy off the mixtape. Jeezy came out with Recession, right? Then when the shit came out, it wasn't no gas. It was like 2008 or something like that. It wasn't no fucking gas. We went to the Atlanta class. It wasn't no damn black gas, but nigga, Jeezy led us through that era with the My President is Black and all that shit. It's like Jeezy. Was that Recession? Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
that's for
yeah.
Jeezy, nigga, My Ambitions of a Hustler and shit. Like Jeezy cultivated our culture to what it is now. Like Jeezy's music is timeless because it brings back so many memories. When I listen to Drake So Far Gone to Make It Another Second, all I remember is being broke as fuck and working at the Sprint call center and getting fired. And I want to be successful, and I didn't start working on being successful until I got the fuck away from Nashville. So you know what I'm saying? So it brings back it's Jeezy, like, I don't know, but I'm not. I'm biased. I'm biased to Jeezy.
Right.
Yeah.
I get you.
I'm gonna be honest, man. My number 2 isn't So Far Gone. My number 2 would be Cushion Orange Juice, man.
Bro, that's a lot of people number 2, but I never really listened to that.
Cushion Orange Juice?
I don't know.
For real?
Because I was How Fly. I didn't think they could. Man, How Fly is the perfect, like, for any setting. How Fly, you can be with a woman. You could be with your homeboys. You could be about to do a drive-by. You could be about to get some pussy. You could be goddamn with your mama. You could be smoking some weed. You could be drinking. You could be about to go to the club. You could be going on a first date. You could be going to get a divorce. That motherfucking shit is smooth all the way through. So I didn't think Cushion Orange Juice could match. I didn't think my mama would get in the car and be like, all right, let that ride. You feel me?
Damn.
Nah, man.
As much as I don't want to give that light-skinned motherfucker any credit, shit, you might be right.
Nah, Cushion Orange Juice was shit to me.
Bro, listen to How Fly with your kids in the car, and then listen to Cushion Orange Juice with your kids in the car. Guess what you're gonna say?
Yeah,
this shit don't have no genre. It's genreless.
That is facts. That is actual facts. Goodness gracious, man. Yeah, man. That's funny. Man. I might have to switch that around.
You know, I'm gonna be on here dropping gems.
Man.
Hey, that's what we want.
That's how I expected you to.
I knew it was coming. Hey, ain't just anybody getting on this platform. I tell you that, man. I knew it was coming. But definitely, yeah, man. So one thing that we know, man, that you love is comedy. And for me, knowing you for so long, I've witnessed you pretty much do comedy like all through high school.
Yeah,
and just
I got a story about that too, man.
Oh, here we go.
You know, it's just a underclass. Like, okay, so everybody, we all went to school together. Steve and Mark graduated, I think, like 2 years before me, or something like that. And man, before school started, we always used to go to the. If you get there early, you could go inside, stand where the outside of the gym is, them niggas used to be like 6:54 in the morning checking the shit out of each other. Like Mark come through and pretty much shut the whole thing down. Nobody else. Him and Rail used to be up there checking the shit out of each other, man. I'm just a little underclassman trying to be quiet, but laughing my ass off, getting ready to go to homeroom.
Because you knew if you laughed at the wrong time,
man, you laugh at the wrong time, you're in the hot seat.
You're in the hot seat,
Bruh, then you know, standing outside right there, people, mama and them used to be dropping them off and shit. And
man,
you know who mama had a regular car because they'll drop them off at the entrance and shit. Nigga gonna walk the whole mile up there because you know when your mama dropping you off in that raggedy motherfucker, even though I just got off the bus and my mama didn't have no car, I'm finna let your motherfucking ass have it, boy. I'm finna let you have it, boy. Like, boy. I remember I told a nigga one day his mama pulled up. I don't know who busted her windows out, but y'all remember Jamaica Clark?
Yes.
Yeah.
Butt cheeks, that's what they call them. But his mama pulled up one day, bro, and somebody busted her windows out, right? She had all clear plastic bags on the car, right? I like, damn, somebody just got your mama car at the cleaners, didn't it, boy? That shit was so damn stupid. This nigga mama. So yeah, bro, that was like some crazy shit, bro. Like I remember them days, bro.
Bro, that was like by far one of the best times in school for me.
Yeah,
like because you knew you was gonna go there, you knew you was gonna laugh, and you just hope not to be in the hot seat.
Oh yeah. I don't know, bro. Yeah, that I would say. Yeah, trust me, you get in the hot seat quick.
Oh yeah, real quick.
You still will.
Yeah.
You still will. Ain't nothing changed.
Oh man.
That's so funny, man.
You know, with that and just, you know, your proven track record with comedy and just how much we know that you love it. Do you gain any inspiration from mixtapes? And the reason why I asked this question is because when I thought about this question, I remember the thing that came to my mind was Chris Rock when he put out that album. When he was with, I think it was he with No Limit at the time, or did he just put it out and it looked like it was like that No Limit CD cover?
It looked like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I remember him putting that out, and then I also I have a homeboy. His name is Brad Sativa up here in Nashville, and he actually just put out one as well. So I always wonder, like, I was always curious of what made comedians want to do actual whole album, because you don't see many of them. So I always wondered, do you gain any inspiration from mixtapes as far as putting something like that together? Or as far as in your stand-up, like, is anything that from mixtapes, with your love for mixtapes, does it fall over into your comedy?
I wouldn't just particularly put it on mixtapes. I would just particularly put it on albums, or just music in general. So I write my comedy out like a rap. So when I be up there, I be performing like a rapper. So it's like, this shit might not rhyme, but I know what go right here, what go right there, what go right there. Yeah. Also, like, on the back end of it, like, just listening to Nipsey Hussle or Rocco is like you hear from the I guess the groundbreaking. So you hear from the groundbreaking to the foundation to the roof with their stuff. So and you hear what they fill the house up with. So it's like they teach you the game or the inspiration or how to get to where you need to be. That's why I say, like, right now it's like all the shit I'm doing is because of Nipsey Hussle's blueprint. You feel me?
Yeah.
So the blueprint he laid out. So it's like I'm following the exact steps or similar steps to him to get to where I'm at. But Rocco tells you how to stunt with what your grind got you. So it's like Rocco is like, okay, I'm finna get that shit. But Nipsey Hussle is like, okay, I need to start this shit.
Absolutely. Man, it feels so good to have another Nipsey Hussle.
I'm not saying that I'm not a fan, but I didn't start paying attention to him until.
Bro, look at the shirt.
Nah, yeah. I noticed that.
Man, like, hey man, you thought I was playing when I was like, man, Like I was really hurt.
I believe you, man.
Bruh,
I believe you.
I met Nipsey, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got Crenshaw album. I think it's one of 50 or one of 500. It's one of those. And when I let him sign it, he was like, bro, I ain't never seen one of these before, bro. Where you get this from? I was like, bro, they bought that shit for me at work for Secret Santa. He was like, for real? And that nigga, if you would actually look on my Instagram, you gonna see him looking at the damn album like this. Like he was admiring the album because he never seen that shit before. And only thing I really regret from that day, when I left, he tried to goddamn, slap me up, but I was so nervous, my hands was wet. I just dapped him up. I was like, bro, I'm gonna see him again and actually give him 5. And I was like, fuck. I seen him at the concert, but I didn't, bro. Yeah. It's like, bro, I never got a chance. That's one thing I regret is like actually not actually gripping.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? And like, I know we kind of going off subject, but it just hit me. Like, when you said you had the one regret you said that you would feel like you would see him again. It's crazy because I felt the same way. He was here in Nashville for this girl named Coco. She used to do the beat battles here. And he came and he was a judge. And it was like this was back when he dropped Keys to the City. Okay. The first one.
American.
And he was here and doing a beat battle. And that was around the time he first started the Crenshaw Close. And I was like, man, I was on stage with the DJ, and I'm telling my homeboy DJ Breezy, he was like, man, I ain't got no tracks for him. And I was like, man, look, I'm gonna tell you all the tracks, just get them right now. And I was like, Keys to the City, Hustle in the House, so on and so forth. And we, we just ringing off in there having fun. And I look down there and I see him, and I'm like, man, my homeboy was the host. His name was crap, I just drew a blank. Old Head.
Keep going. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. We called him Old Head. He was the host that night. And I was like, man, hey, man, ask him if he brought some clothes with him. Because I was just going to purchase some clothes. I didn't want no clothes free. I just wanted if he brought some with him. And I was going to be like, man, I was just going to buy some off of him since he was here. And he was right there. And for some reason, his mic didn't work. And that was a whole nother story. But he was like, man, I ain't bring none with me. Man, just, maybe next time or whatever, so on and so forth. And I was like, cool. And I wanted to talk to him a little more, but I was like, man, we got the show going on and stuff. I was just like, cool. And I just kind of, went back to where I was at with the DJ. And I had that whole thought, was like, man, I'm gonna run into Nipsey again. I'm gonna run into him again. And shoot, didn't get a chance to.
Yeah.
And I wish I would have took, just like you, I wish I would have just took that moment. Instead of being, because I was nervous too. I was so damn nervous. I put 2 thumbs up, and I put 2 thumbs up to him, like some weird shit, like, oh, cool, like just being, like something weird. I was like, what the hell did I just do? And I wish I would just walked off the stage, went over there and talked to him instead of like just kind of, like, oh, okay, but yeah, man, dude, I just wanted to share that story though.
On some real shit, dude was like, Michael Jordan or Jay-Z for me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, when I was talking about Young Jeezy's influence that he had on the culture as far as like clothing and all that shit, Nipsey's blueprint has put a fucking imprint on how I move now. It's sort of like his, like, I guess his mantras or his the morals and the codes that he actually, spewed out or actually embodied. Is like, I follow that same shit, like the essence. I think, the essence of that nigga's hustle is in me now. Yeah. So I feel like I can actually transfer that energy to different people. You feel me? Like, I want to be like, that nigga vibe. When I met the nigga, it's like our vibrations were the same. We were on the same frequency.
Yeah.
So it's like, so yeah. Sorry.
That's cool, man. Like when I started really paying attention to Nipsey and really started listening to his music and stuff, I see why. You know what I'm saying? Like, start paying attention to what he was doing, because he was putting out positive stuff. He was putting out stuff that was right. You felt it was right. And I appreciate stuff like that, because we don't get it a lot. You know what I'm saying?
One thing people don't really recognize about Nipsey, because he has a lot of up-tempo beats, like with Freddie Gibbs. When you listen to Freddie Gibbs, he's a dark rapper based off the beats he picked.
Absolutely.
Schoolboy Q. But with Nipsey, he picked so much up-tempo beats and shit but he was one of the darkest rap. He was dark like Freddie Gibbs as well, because he talked about his death or killing a whole lot. And I didn't really notice that because I was just vibing out with him. Yes. I didn't notice that shit until he died.
Yeah. Yes. I think it was man, I think it was on the new record,
Racks in the Middle.
Yes, Racks in the Middle, where he said something. It was either Racks in the Middle or it was another record off the Victory Lap. And when he said it, man, I just got chills. I was like, oh, this man, like almost like he knew, like it was news from ago.
Like he spoke like Stevie Wonder. He spoke about Ocean Views. He talked about how Stevie Wonder was gonna be at his funeral, how he gonna like have money thrown in his casket and all type of shit. And the craziest part about that, I know this is kind of off the subject, but this the craziest part about that when he says at the end of that verse, before the chorus comes in, he says, until that day, he was talking about his death, but he says, until that day. The damn numbers on that fucking song is 331. That's the day he died. So he was talking about his death. But when you go to, if you actually put 331, fast forward that song to 3 minutes and 31 seconds, and he say, till that day, I said, bro, ain't that fucking crazy?
That's crazy.
But
yeah.
That's wild stuff.
Yeah, man.
A teacher, cold, bro.
A teacher and cold. And was only just finished seeing, bro. His growth was amazing where he was at. Like he was, man. So, all right. Let's get back to it.
No, for real.
We had to take a break.
Look, we speaking this into existence. People are going to use this podcast as a reference for success. Watch.
I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. Hey. And that's it. That's the only hope, man. You know?
Don't hope. No. That's a weak word. Hope, faith, believe. Fucking no.
You know what? Absolutely.
You're right.
Absolutely. You got to speak it and say, hey, this is going to be what it's going to be. And then that's what it's going to be. Because they know when we put those words like hope in the back, and then it's, you know, just in case it mess up, it's safety net. Yeah. But nah, man, like when I left my job to do the real estate and to focus full time on the podcast, you know, I took my safety net away. And it was like, man, either I'm gonna grind and get it or not, you know? So nah, man, absolutely, man. Absolutely. So man, with that, man, what are your plans going forward, man? I know you got a lot of things going on. We already talked about inspiration and, you know, kind of where you're at, man. What is in the future for Money Marc Fairbanks?
So I'm gonna give you a brief synopsis of the first couple years, then I'm gonna give you the end goal.
All right.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
So, or the end game. Brief synopsis. I'm gonna start Trademark TV. Just like a platform. All the shit I like, I'm going to make a show about it. Like, I like tennis shoes. So I've been going around to people's houses filming their shoes because I got tired of filming my fucking shoes. I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to keep buying fucking shoes because I showed 20 or 30 shoes at one time.
Yep.
Yeah. I like cologne, so I've been doing cologne reviews. I like women with natural hair, so I make women doing natural hair. I don't like makeup, but I feel women need makeup tutorials. I got a comedy show. That's why I got this brick background. I just put that up.
Yeah.
I got my holistic doctor. He's going to be giving like meditation advice and health advice and playing his bamboo flute for relaxation mode. I got a fake stand-up show. Did I say that? I got a plethora of stuff that I'm working on now. But it's like, okay. But my end goal is like always to build my own community. You feel me? So I feel like with this looting shit that's going on right now, looting or rioting doesn't have a fucking destination. I mean, it doesn't. It's just you're gonna be in one spot the whole time. That's the destination. Like you're not gonna go anywhere looting and rioting. So I want to build my own community because I feel like Black people, we like the mafia. We just not organized enough to know how it needs to be ran. So So I feel like I need to start my community because I feel like the demise of Black people is going to be financial illiteracy.
Yeah.
So if we build an economic system, that's when we can buy politicians and fucking judges and motherfucking lawyers and shit. So I feel like if I could build a community with like Black Wall Street, my own Black Wall Street, because one of my end goal is to build my own community and be one of the greatest Black leaders of all time.
Yeah.
So just to be real with you, but I know what the fuck I gotta do. I gotta build my foundation with this damn TV network to get to where I need to be. I need to build an influence because I just seen how Donald Trump fucking won the fucking president. He was on The Apprentice.
Yeah.
Or on fucking TV all the fucking time. Like, we at the point now, I don't even need no experience. I just need to have a successful business. And I need to have a following behind me because I need to run for president before Kim Kardashian do. No, I'm just fucking with, but I'm not run for president, but but I need not just fucking with y'all, but I just want to build my own community with houses, subdivision court systems, my own police, gas stations, stores. We sell nothing but Black shit, just like the Jewish people do, because you know their money circulates 19 times before it leaves the community. Right. Black people money, nigga, we go straight from straight to direct deposit. Nigga, 3 hours later.
3 hours later.
Yeah, because you like, bro, you ain't ate good in 2 weeks. Nigga, Friday and Saturday, you gonna eat good like a motherfucker, then you be back to your noodles and hot dogs for the rest of the 12 days. Yeah, but still, it's sort of like, we're financially irresponsible. So I want to teach financial literacy. I want to teach people how we need our own politicians, our own laws, our own subdivision. That way we won't have to lose. We won't be out here getting killed by fucking police because we have built our own economic foundation or actually, community. So I just want to build my own so I can inspire somebody else. Hey, I'm finna buy some land. I'm finna build some houses for Black folks. And that's how we come together collectively. So I just want to work together because it's great. What I'm finna say, it's sort of like, you see this hand? Like if I do that to you, you feel me? Poke you in the fucking eye. You be like, oh, you poke me in the eye. But if I all my fingers work together and I punch your ass in the eye, I'm gonna knock your ass out. So I feel like Black people, we are fingers right now. We need to ball the fuck up and actually come together and devise a plan. So
yeah, definitely.
Man, goodness gracious,
I'm so right there.
Absolutely, and I'm with it. Like I'm absolutely with it.
That's where all this came from.
Yeah,
pretty much. With the Black Wall Street, like I got real into it because I thought it was a grand idea that people that look like me are all these professionals and we build our own community. We police our own people. We do our own, we teach our own children and we won't run into a lot of issues that we have. But the first thing is the where it starts at is in our pockets. And it's like the age old question for me was, where do we get the capital to start doing these things? And I started paying attention to Jay-Z, Kevin Hart, and I think it was Diddy. And I was like, I chose them three because I love Kevin Hart. And Jay-Z, like the greatest of all time to me. I figured out what they do. Like what everything they have their hands on. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he has this, and this, he did this, he did that, boom, boom, boom. But the one thing they all had in common was they had multiple businesses. So I was like, I have to do something like that. But that's not taught in our community. So the best thing I could do for the generation behind me is to go do it to where they can see it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You know what I think I feel like you left out on there?
What's that?
Because I don't like LeBron James, the basketball player like that, because I'm a fan of Michael Jordan. But all those people you name, I don't think they have multiple businesses. I feel like if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, take your friends. The team they built around them are the reason they have multiple businesses. So I would look at it as, I would simplify that to, you know what I'm saying? I would simplify that to 2/4 to 1/2. But if you simplify it down to that, the people they surround themselves with are because you never heard a fucking scandal about LeBron James or Barack Obama
Not at all.
You know, but they're solid. They have a solid team around them, bro. It's sort of like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can really go far. You can go fast if you want to by yourself.
Yeah.
But you can go far with, like, LeBron. The reason I say, like, Michael Jordan, only nigga I know he cool with is Charles Oakley. Like, just some real shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But he has went fast.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta understand, LeBron James has taken his friends with him and will surpass Michael Jordan publicly because of the influence he has on the people around him and vice versa.
Oh, definitely.
So that's why I said, like, yeah.
No,
sorry, man. Sorry, bro.
No,
you good, man.
We
love
it,
man.
We love
good,
it,
man.
And that's the whole point. Like, you know, we ain't on here just shooting the shit, you know, just to be doing it, but we want people to take stuff away from each and every podcast. So, man, whatever it is, there's, you know, hey, I always look at it this way, and I tell people around me too. If it's, man, when somebody look like they got to get something out, let them get it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sit back, don't say nothing, just listen. Let them get it out. Because most of the time, you're there for a reason. And it's something that they're saying that you are meant to hear at that current moment.
Yeah.
Whether it's to inspire you, whether it's to help you, or whether it's confirmation just to let you know that you are on the right track. Like, a lot of stuff that you're saying is stuff that I've been thinking about, and it's just like, dude.
It's just kind of like confirmation.
Yeah, you know, confirmation, man. Keep going. And not only that, the same thing that you were saying, like, as far as building the team, like I was saying before we even got on here, man, this whole thing is to build on top of this. And I've always been, like, I had to look at myself and look at what I used to do, and I've always been willing to help people and not expect anything in return. Yes. And Mark, you'll know it. You know, where we come from, we have to have our stuff together to take care of other folks at certain point in time.
Yeah.
Without even, you know what I'm saying, receiving. So, you know, I looked at that and was like, man, what is my purpose here? And, you know what I'm saying, I was like, man, it's just a service and the help. And whatever that is, whether it's inspiring, helping, pulling people up, whatever it is, that's what I'm going to do. So, man, if you got something you want to speak, man, let it out. We ain't got number time. We having fun. Right. I'm enjoying this. Man. You know what I'm saying? So never apologize. I would say never apologize for, you know what I'm saying, what you got on your heart.
So I know this is some random shit, but, like, I just want y'all to know, like, what y'all doing is serious, even though you probably haven't reached where you want to be yet or reached the monetary gain or goals that you have, but I'm gonna tell you something. So this is exactly why I'm telling y'all this. Last week, I'm filming my sneaker show last week. So it's with my coworker's husband. I think they got married yesterday. But it's a husband, I guess, now. But it was, I don't know what the fuck. It was Beyonce. Yeah. I don't fucking know. It was the nigga in the house. The nigga who stayed with her. So yeah. So I get over there. I'm doing a sneaker show. This nigga done put on the whole fucking outfit. You know, coronavirus, he ain't going nowhere. This nigga got Fear Guys on, Fear Guy pants, Fear Guy shirt,
I saw that,
2 watches on, fucking bracelets on. This nigga had on like $1,500 worth of clothes. Get upstairs to film. This nigga had his shoes laid out. This nigga had 2 minutes worth of stories for each shoe and all type of shit, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, then, you know what I'm saying? Then the nigga was just so fucking organized. I go downstairs, I leave, pack up, then I go back to work. Coworker was like, man, he was so ready for that. He was so happy, and he was like going back and forth, picking with shoes. I was like, damn, people taking me serious out here. So when y'all asked me to be on this show, after seeing that last week, I wrote down all the fucking shit I wanted to say. What I said, like, when I showed y'all this before we started recording, but that was the reason I showed y'all that. It was like, people taking me fucking serious out here because shit. So I'm doing my fucking media training, even though I'm cussing right now with y'all. It's like, bruh, I fuck with what y'all doing. Like, keep that shit up, because I don't know how many people take y'all serious, but nigga, all it takes is one person to take your ass serious, and it's gonna change the rest of your life.
Absolutely, man.
That's it.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you taking us serious, man.
Yeah. And I'm a funny ass nigga. People know. Like,
right. Been that way for a long time too.
Like, all the listeners, I promise you, this is my word that this is that. look, like people you say, man, you should manage me because the way you talk about people, I just don't want to be the manager. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this man is probably one of the funniest people I've ever heard. And that's not to put any pressure, I'm just being honest. This man will make you laugh and cry at the same time. Right? Dead ass serious.
And niggas didn't even know I was dropping gems.
No.
Right.
No, not at all.
Going clean over their head.
Yeah, not at all. So, yeah man.
So, Marc, before we get out of here, man, let us know where we can follow you. Let us know, what we need to look forward to and everything like that.
Well, man, just to follow me, man, is YouTube. You got Trademark TV, which I'll be launching in probably mid-summerish. I don't want to put a date on it yet. I'm in the process of, I'm learning. So the reason I say I'm learning is I used to drop shit. I used to record videos and drop them daily.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm recording seasons of shit. So I have whole seasons of shit. That way, if I drop in July, I already have July and August already filmed.
Mm-hmm.
So I can be working on September, October, and July and August. So,
right.
So for the people who probably didn't understand, so I'm working on Trademark TV. You can find me on Trademark TV on YouTube, Trademark TV on Instagram as well. My Twitter got hacked a couple weeks ago. I don't know what the fuck happened. I just said fuck Twitter. I just Google tweets now.
Yeah.
Not for real. And what I have working on in the future, man, I'll be real with you. Wherever this road takes me, I know I'm taking the path less, the unbeaten path, the Robert Frost poem or whatever the hell that shit called, the road less taken or whatever like that.
Yeah.
But I'm taking that path, road less travel. I'm taking that fucking path. Like I'm taking the path with the damn spike strips in it, fucking hurdles, a pole vault.
Right.
Some fat bitches. Like I'm taking that path, you know what I'm saying? But I'm taking that fucking path. So as far I know Trademark TV is gonna be jumping off this summer. I know I'm gonna build my own community, but as far as what I have to offer people, shit, this fucking podcast, goddamn it, we goddamn going with this damn podcast. I got to offer y'all this damn podcast, and y'all gonna shit. If I have some, hopefully they'll shout it out and let y'all know. I don't fucking know right now, but Trademark TV is where it's at. I can't. Right. I don't know. Like I like waking up not fucking knowing. Like every morning, like I didn't know I was gonna build this fucking shit right here, so I just had an idea and like, no offense, but build that wall.
Yeah. right. Yes, that's what's up.
But no MAGA. Mexicans always get across, so it don't mean make America great again. Mexicans always get across.
I got you.
Yep.
I got you. I got you, man. That's what's up, man. You guys, I want to thank you for listening to another episode of Speaker Geekers Podcast. This episode was produced by 3Amp Media. And if you haven't already, please go subscribe to the podcast. We're on YouTube now at Speaker Geekers Podcast. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Speaker Geekers Podcast. You can find me on Instagram at I am Tommy T the Third. And you can find Steve O Steve on Instagram at the Great Steve O Steve. And guys, join the discussion. All right, Steve, you got anything?
Normally I say something funny.
Yeah.
But today, man, hey, I just want to say, because I know there's somebody out there that's probably going to get inspired. And we don't know who you are. You're probably going to be close to us or you're not. But, man, hey, go for it. Yeah. Like, you may be sitting there right now debating. I ain't saying go for it without a plan.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying go for it.
Yeah.
If it's something you got and you've been sitting on it, go for it. That's all I got, man.
That's it? Marc, you good?
Hey, man, look, bro, y'all just keep up the good work. Keep inspiring, keep being great, keep being positive black figures in the damn black community. And and don't change. Be yourself, bro. Just be yourself. Man. People, let me just tell you this. When I say be yourself, don't conform. I don't want y'all to conform. I don't want y'all, because you got to realize, people don't mimic black people who act like white people. People mimic real blackness.
Right.
So do not conform. You guys got something good going on, man. Don't conform. Like, be yourself. I ain't got nothing else to say. For real though.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate
Keep
it.
up the good work.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man.
Well, guys, man, I'm out, man. Peace.
Peace.